Hopefully I should have enough power flow to get back to... Am I getting lost again? Oh, right, because it's this way. Okay, if I could just get a single path, and then I'll flesh it out once I know where my path is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was doing. It's when I was first trying to connect stuff, is just doing a single wide, just to figure out how it's going to connect, and then can always widen it from there.
Why is that an invalid placement? There you go. Okay, so I can see yellow lights heading towards me now. Just not onto the new bit. Right. There we go, because I'd connected it there. Okay, so you're going to have to actually... You've connected there. Power flow to here. And it's gonna look weird, but never mind. To there, go up there. Across there, that's a bit more. No, you not let me put a power flow down there? It's not, okay. Okay. So I'm finally entering the, or will be entering the tunnel bit in a minute. So you're gonna go there. You're powered. You're not powered. So you're gonna have to go one more out then, aren't you? Like that. Are you powered? Yes, you're powered. Okay, it's time to get them all out. And making a tunnel now. There's the power floor. Which is not like that in the room. Let's go in. And you. And you. Okay. So, for now, bring you to there. Do a new one. Why didn't you flan? You're supposed to have flattened. Thank you. Stupid thing. Okay. That doesn't look flat to me. That's now flat. So, on a power floor in there. To actually no. Let's go one over. Grab them all. You're very quiet over there.
Yep. Sure am.
What are you working on?
Just connecting up some of the, okay, so let's go there. Just connecting up some of the, power over to the miners.
Yeah.
Oh, now we should. Now we're automatically getting, these bricks, bio bricks. Are they bio bricks? What are they called? Yeah, bio bricks. So we're now getting those over to mining drills.
Yeah.
And the next step is to get them up to
Furnaces.
furnaces. And then we can automate all of the things. So I'm learning one of the ways to it's kind of fun to do some of these things is to go underneath. I'm actually making some underneath belts.
Yeah.
I'm basically just kind of going down to an underflooring, which I don't know. This isn't probably going to be too good in the long run because this flooring is not high enough to accommodate much down here. So once I start filling in some of it, it's going to be hard to access anything else.
Yeah.
But whatever. For now, I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Pick up some more flooring.
So that is directly connected in to the water wheel area.
Sweet.
Almost. Just got little bit to reconnect, but I'm almost there. Just got a little bit to connect up, and we're practically connected. Flooring there. There we go. That's now connected into the water wheel area.
Oh, there we go.
So we have 150 megajoules accumulation chest because there's accumulators over there.
Yeah.
The cranks over there won't be running. The water wheels don't produce a lot, but
Well, yeah, I mean, it's basically 2 crank generators per water wheel, so but once we can research that and make the water wheels, we could probably start
so obviously I need to do some more cores as well.
and that over there.
But I'm wondering what you want to do next in terms of
I don't know. I mean, do you have any ideas? I mean, we could speed up the drills now. Because it doesn't say it consumes any more fuel. It just says that it speeds it up. So I wouldn't mind doing that because I'm noticing 3 of these drills
a slow.
don't quite keep up with the belt
Yeah.
here. So if we targeted that,
Okay.
because I had thought about maybe just expanding the drills, but I'm thinking maybe we just target that and get those cranking out more.
Yeah, I've got a lot of plan there and stuff on me right now. Which I need to kind of get rid of stuff.
Okay. And I feel like, okay, yeah, I definitely did that the wrong way around, I think.
Huh?
Oh, I just realized when I connect up for the copper, there's a much shorter route I should have done, so I'm just going to rejigger this.
Any more seeds? Didn't pick up any more seeds. I've got a ton of see, unlike Factorial, you literally can't insert shit into machines to get it to spit it out.
What do you mean?
Well, I've now got I've got a crap ton of limestone on me. That I can get rid of. I've got a crap ton of plant matter on me, which I can't really get rid of. Can I actually craft that plant matter into anything? No. Not really. Which way to get rid of items? Are these mining drills getting rid of that rock? Or did you knock that bit of...
Cleared that out.
Ah, right, okay. It's fine.
Okay, that's a much more effective route for that stuff. Good. Okay, and then we'll... well, we got a bunch in there, so...
Oh yeah, you have put stuff down underneath. Which looks cool, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. It just gives us more, because I mean, I want to be able to kind of continue this operation moving this way. So I mean, I didn't want that belt getting in the way.
Yeah.
So, and then I plan on coming up here. I had to make more
Mm.
these, and I want to come up here with the power. Where we're looking right here. Yeah, bit of a tight squeeze down here. I don't think.
Probably because we built lower.
What?
Because we built low.
Yeah, if we stayed on that accumulator level, would have given us a little bit more space, but a little late now. I'm not gonna
No.
I'm gonna tear everything apart just so we can.
I know you're working on the fuel for the smelters, but I've just in some of them I'm just temporarily put plant matter because I'm trying to get rid of it while I'm doing the cores.
Cool.
It's like I can't even put plant matter in the output of one of the machines because the output's full.
Why is this belt being stupid? Very good. There we go. Just had to convince it that it should work. Cool. Okay, and then I'll get fuel. That, and we'll go 1, 2, 3. Or these are going to have to get turned into long handle inserters. Actually, no, we'll have to do the other way around. Okay, so that gets fuel for the iron smelters.
So we have plenty more. There is plenty more mining machines and inserters and stuff over here. Kind of want to sort of clear this area out a bit. Do I have any belts on me? I haven't got no stuff to do any belts either. Damn it. Okay. No, 60 coals to put into the machine.
Yeah, that mining speed will be good for the limestone too.
We have 81 at the minute.
Yeah, it's like I'm not quite getting enough of that either.
So you wanted what? The
Alright.
mining drills, speed 2.
Yeah.
There's a mining drill speed too. Don't even know if we ran out of power. Obviously I wouldn't have heard anything, so I guess we probably did.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know, I think we possibly, yeah, we are. We're just running on accumulator power. Accumulators down. We're running down. Get the cranks on. Yeah, we had 85 out of 150. Accumulators go really, really quick once you get the cranks on.
Yeah, they do, which is good. Okay. I just noticed I did something stupid with the iron drills. So I connected in the belt, but the remaining belt I forgot to replace and reorient, so it was going the wrong way. So these last two of the three mining drills for iron weren't working.
Yeah.
But everybody's humming along now, and yeah, I mean this looks belt looks more full.
Got some more cores queued up. So are we actually losing iron here on this end drill?
What do you mean losing?
Well, I only see a little chunk of iron right in front of me.
That's just the way it was when I cleared it out.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know, so.
Yeah. No, I don't think they... Let me double check, but I don't think the... I don't think they deplete. Let me find out.
So it's a bit of a light satisfactory.
Yeah.
How is everything now fueled by not? Well, not everything is fueling by the bio brick yet, because there's still some with. Well, there's still 2 out of the rolls between the iron and the copper that are still doing plant matter. So that's fine.
I mean, it looks like they're infinite in the resources.
Yeah.
I didn't see a solid, like, yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it appears that way.
That's not bad.
Okay, so put this in, and then we can take... Okay, good, you're just having to be out of fuel. You out, because I want you to use the other fuel. Yes. Yes.
Did we get an overload there?
That fuel instead? Okay.
See if I can do something with this buff a bit more down here. I just don't have any stairs on me right now to be able to put in a new set of stairs. Get up. No. Why am I not? Oh, that's it. Why am I not hovering? You were supposed to go that wide. Where's the mold? So that should have power. Then make that a bit wider. This one can get made. Can it get made wider? Solve. It looks a bit janky, but it'll do. I just need some stairs.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Goes a bit wider there. Then that can just stay. This can just stay as a 2. 55 more cores going through the system. The tower's looking quite impressive.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in quite a while, actually.
I've got some stairs on me. Not many. Not as many as I need. Can run out of stairs now. Yeah. Might as well get some stairs while I'm at it. Oh, I'm missing a floor. So I need stairs there. They're not going to craft yet because I'm waiting for cores. It's not looking too bad. This thing can't. This thing's a little bit slow at producing limestone. And the limestone's going over here back into the system. Okay. Some more limestone there, some fuel.
Just trying to get stuff to feed right. I think I get the I cranked up limestone, so we get plenty of limestone coming into this biorec production.
Yeah.
But now it seems like I'm not quite getting enough of materials to make plant matter. And part of that seems more like an output issue.
Hmm.
Like trying to pull enough material out of this thing. So, which I think I know what I can do here. This is not going to be pretty, but nothing is around here.
Like.
Because I have some more outputs on this pressure. So.
Oh, right, okay, so. For some reason, we can't get handcrafting speed 2 for some bizarre reason. Accumulation power again. Or is it because I've not got enough? Don't understand that. Because it's got a magnifying glass symbol by craft speed 2.
Then we probably need to scan something.
Oh, right, okay.
What are you looking at?
Synthesis, and then it says craft speed 2, increase handcrafting
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, if you look, yeah. So if you look at the left side of that box, it says scan.
So what the hell have you got scanned then?
You have to scan it like what we've scanned for a lot of the other stuff. So it's either some sort of like data box thing or something like that. But we need to find and scan one thing for craft speed 2.
But I bet it's probably hidden in somewhere where we can't get into yet.
Or it's right out in the open and we just haven't found it.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, like we could have just walked right past it and not realized it was there.
Yeah.
That is equally possible. Okay, so that should be getting more of that out. I don't know if that's gonna. What do we get out of that? Because it's. Yeah, we're getting a bunch at a time. Okay, well, that should get more of that going. Get more of that going, then at least speed it up. I don't think it's going to keep up, but that does at least improve it a bit.
Well, I got pack size 2, but that increases the storage. I mean, you should see how many storage rows the bloody storage press have got now. Got a lot more. Just wait for the calls. I'm just looking for.
No, it does not. Okay.
What?
I have a belt running in between these two machines.
Yeah.
And I have inserters on either side here. So it's basically putting on the belt and then picking back up. Visually, it never touches the belt. So my question was, are these directly like handing them off to the other inserter? Like without needing the belt? The answer is no. It still needs the belt. Even though visually it doesn't look like it's touching the belt, it still needs a belt.
Mine never did.
So.
Do you remember my old iron setup? My old.
Well, no. Look at this. Well, come here. Do you know what I'm talking about? Come here.
Yeah.
Yes, right here. I removed the belt down the middle. They stopped working. Even though visually, it never touches the belt. So, like, if I take this out...
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I never had a bell. In between my...
You were going inserter to inserter? I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to go look at my old copper Oh no, wasn't, was I? I was going into...
If you're going into another device or storage or
Yeah, I
whatever,
was
that's
going
one
into
thing.
I was storage crit, wasn't I? I was storage crit. Originally
Right.
on copper.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going device to device, but yeah, it won't go like inserter to inserter. So
Which is...
now we know.
Okay, I didn't mean to get that high up.
Okay, anyway, we got a bunch of this we are generating a backlog of the fuel, which is good.
Yeah.
Because we got like 600, almost 700 biobrick,
Nice.
and we're still feeding everybody here power. Everyone's got power and is doing their thing.
Yeah, I kept sort of cranking the crank a bit though. Because I noticed when I shut the tech tree and it was starting to drop, so now I think the crank's dropped out.
Yeah, I'm turning them back on. Look up.
Coals going in. I'm still crafting coals right now.
Cool.
I've just been... Because if you've noticed...
So, are you just handcrafting cores?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, you could probably put down a an assembler and at least, and probably just, feed it in from boxes without having to handcraft. So then you could just dump the stuff it needs.
Yeah, but
Oh,
then I've been going over to the other side just to drop them off, so... I've just been looking through what sort of tech stuff we've got left, and we are getting to the point of, like I say, we've got suit speed 2, we need suit speed 3, we have to scan something. There's tool belts, we've got conveyor belt Mark 2s left, we've got overhead lights, core reassignment beacon, obviously mass collect 2 and 3, mass arrays 2 and 3, mull speed 2, and then we've got smelting speed, and the next one I wanted to unlock as well is biodens 2, which basically gives it extra 25% on fuel. And smelting speed if I can, but that's where there is a tool belt, gives you extra like 4 tool belts. Christ, 2's enough. But apart from that, we're hitting where we are on tech tree, so it's like working towards unlocking the water wheel area as well, and obviously finishing off getting this upgrade panel or whatever it is done,
right.
which is them plant matter frames. We need 100 of them, and then obviously 2,400 copper and 2,400 iron.
Right.
I think I'd finished handcrafting the cars. What is it? What does a car need?
Okay, so I'm removing all this extra that I had for making some additional limestone, because the Kindle vine is going to be needed for something else as well. So
Yeah. I mean,
that's
1,000, 2,000, 3. We have like 3,000 copper right now. It's the iron that's just lower down.
Yeah, that I know. And that's why I'm working on what I'm working on is because if I can get more of these fast inserters, that'll speed this up. Because one of the bottlenecks right now is that I only have one slow inserter going into these furnaces
Yeah.
because I need the other one pulling in fuel. But if I can swap it out with fast inserters, then they can keep up better.
I mean, I wonder if it is worth me just banging the assembler down and doing calls that way. Then I don't have to craft them. Makes sense to do it.
I can do.
And just chuck an assembler down.
So it gets rid of all that. That's fine. And then let's see.
I only need one. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically just feed it, give it the stuff, and then just put the cores into a storage container. Something like that. Because eventually we'll get onto the blue cores and all.
So what do I need for
I got
these? Plant matter frames for reasons? Why the hell does a processor unit need a plant matter frame?
Don't know.
Just to make my life challenging, that's why.
Spectrum.
Okay.
What are the shiver form seeds used for as well? We've got some of them.
I don't know.
We have one plant matter frame, by the way. We do have one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we need a lot more than that. Okay, so we'll grab that. So if I grab this, can I?
Did I even catch
I don't think I can handcraft.
stairs? I had extra stairs. Okay, I'll take the extra stairs. Oh, that was when we were doing the messing around with the demonstration, figuring out how to do the.
Here we go.
Okay, that's the stairs in place. Running to the crank. Is it always going to be like this?
But always.
Having to literally run
Water
to
wheels
the
are for.
crank.
I already know it's not always going to be like this.
You probably do. I don't.
We already had this conversation. I know it's not always going to be like that because we're going to have the water wheels, and those will automatically turn the cranks at some point.
That would be nice. See, we have. It'd be good if you could actually get rid of bloody structures and all. I get this game as early access, but I still don't.
Yeah, it's super weird that because there's a whole bunch of accumulators in here, and it's like I appreciate that we can like use them or whatever, but why can't we get rid of them?
Yeah.
Also confused why I wasn't able to find an answer to that, because I couldn't find anybody else like asking that same question either, and I'm just surprised that nobody else was asking that question.
Not that they will. Not that they might not see this, but if the devs do see it, give us a comment and let us know why we can't do these things.
Tell us why. We demand to know why.
Because it's just, I don't know, a little bit strange. There's another game I would love to eventually me and you do, and that would be Occupy Mars. If they were do the multiplayer.
Oh yeah, I forget what the deal is with that one. I mean, obviously you're occupying Mars, but I forget what.
You just basically.
I know I watched a video or something on it, but yeah, I know. I just forget what I saw on it, exactly what its deal is.
I do.
Okay, so I got 3 of these running with fast inserters, so we should be getting a little bit more iron now.
Is it putting more in? Or is it just sticking to?
Well, it's just keeping up. It's just the slow inserters. You'll notice number 4 turns off.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have enough ore in it to keep going. Whereas the fast inserters, you can see it's
just constantly running.
Yeah, they're constantly smelting up ingots.
Yeah, which is going to help.
So it's just a matter of trying to keep up with it. But at least we have the fuel situation figured out, so we're not running around trying to put fuel in everything.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
There's a flaw missing there. Are you still keeping a gap in that? Or are you actually?
Yeah, because I need to go under there.
Okay.
Okay, now. No, I think that's probably not going to keep up in the long run, but. Anyway, I need to start working towards using some of this material to actually do something.
I mean, I know we have a lot of journals, probably a lot of journal entries, and yeah, we do. There's a lot that haven't been sort of ticked off. Double threshing, apparently. Supplying a thresher with kindlewood stems to produce plant matter fibre and supply them to an assembler to produce plant matter frames. Okay, so there is, there's a little bit it can tell you what we've completed and what we actually haven't. So we have 3 doors we've got to repair, obviously.
Oh yeah, you're looking at the like the journal.
Yeah, we've got. So we're at 62%. Build, place, and charge 8 accumulators to store 80,000 kilowatts, and we're at 62% on that. Growing plants, you have to build 2 planters and supply a kindle vine seeds to produce the kindle vine.
Oh, that's easy enough.
We're at 75% on that. Obviously, we haven't done a mining charge yet. We'll need that later on. And obviously automating assemblers, and which is basically saying that we're at 0% progress, which is a bit strange because that's
for what?
They're automating assemblers, automating. Yeah,
read the whole thing.
I didn't read the whole thing. Right, so let's get read it.
Yeah, if you read the whole thing, you'll know why it's at 0%.
Craft and place an assembler on a powered floor connected to an activated crank generator. And
no, it is. We have activated crank generators.
Yeah, it's the iron frames.
Correct. So build, place, and charge 8 accumulators
to get 80,000 kilowatts. Yeah.
So I guess it's not counting the ones that were already there.
No.
That's sad.
Right, what did I want next?
We need to make more of the accumulators.
Right.
Oh yeah, some of the kindle vine, which I got. I got kindle vine going.
Should now be a bit quicker. Because I've just unlocked smelting speed 2.
Alright. I mean, I don't know if we can keep up with that, but we'll see.
I'm just working through the tech tree
Okay.
at the minute.
Um,
Well, I'm waiting, but right. What I need to ask, there was something else I wanted, but I don't think I've got enough calls for that yet. No, I haven't. Okay. So what I'm gonna do then is cancel them calls crafting a minute. The last remaining calls in there. We definitely need junk chests. Yeah, how come it won't allow us to do chests like we find? That's another question.
I don't know. I do not know.
Right, so can I craft a assembler dealy? I can. And I can just get it doing some calls. Can I get a storage crate? No, because I'm out of iron. What? Tim comes along and gets a stack. Oh, I did 6.
No, I just grabbed like 100 with the iron.
Let's craft one of them.
Okay, so I was just making the rest of these accumulators that that quest wants.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was those kind of quests. I know that there was that it logged the doors that we needed to open or whatever, but I didn't realize that it had like little kind of tutorial quests. Because I should have been following along.
You usually like your questy stuff and all.
I do. That's why I didn't realize. That's why suddenly I'm like, oh, okay, let's do that stuff.
Just bang that there. It's not in the way. Oh, I need 2 storage chests. I have inserters on me. No, it's not going to be quick for now. I don't want to really block. You. So let's go 1. Now. And then calls. Oh, right, okay, so I have to give it. It's kind of annoying because you have to feed it mechanical components and copper wire. Well, that's a bit. That's me thinking it was going to be easy. Copper wire, and then from mechanical. Done that bloody thing again. Annoying. So I wonder if I do that and then do that. Will it do what I wanted it to do quickly? But I won't know that now until. So 2 copper wire and 3 mechanical components. Let's just craft a couple of these then. Right, so if I do that. That's dumb. That's dumb.
What's dumb?
So you've literally got to have 2 separate storage boxes with 2 separate ingredients. You can't mix it, and they can't. Then, you know.
I suppose you could with a filter inserter.
Yeah. And how long does that take to make a call?
Well, it's supposed to be twice as fast as handcrafting.
Well, I got 4 calls. Quicker. But it just basically would mean me making a ton of copper wire and mechanical components. Just to be able to do the calls. Get rid of that. Yeah, having that weird issue again where, yet again, because I place stuff on 2, it just decides to go, no, I'm gonna put it on a different bar. But I don't know if I mean that's not bad. I mean, yeah, they say it's supposed to be quicker, but because I'm having handcraft stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you weren't, like, if you already had all the stuff to put into it, then yeah. I mean, it'd definitely be faster. But I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of the basics set up here. Yeah, I think we made a lot of good progress as far as that goes. I mean, we took what we learned last time, scaled up a bit. We do have fuel automated, so now that we get that, I can start kind of working towards starting to automate some of the other bits and bobbles. Because it'd be nice to just automatically craft like belts and inserters and various other things that we need.
Well, even if we could have a little production set up for crafting the little bits like copper wire and.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what it'd be. Is we could do that to make. I mean, we got to do that to make the other stuff anyway. So.
Yeah. And if we had like a surplus storage, we could just nick bits if we needed it.
So, because mechanical components is definitely used in like a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, the belts, the inserters, and then all the inserters use the basic inserter to make the other inserters. So, I mean, and then, yeah, I mean, a lot of it's just a lot of mechanical components.
No, it's not bad. Like 28 cores so far, just feeding it stuff, but it's now out of obviously mechanical stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of it's just kind of automating some of these basic things, like the flooring, belts, inserters, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I don't see a big reason right now to be automating like drills and a lot of other stuff.
Oh yeah, we probably don't need.
You know, like maybe at some point we can have like a an assembler that has a chest in it. We just dump some raw ingredients into it to like craft up some spares or whatever. But I don't think we necessarily need to like have a full like automation. Because the other problem too is that unlike Factorio, we can't limit the boxes from what I've seen.
No.
Like if we have something automatically going to a box, it wants to fill the whole box. We can't say like, oh, only fill the first slot.
Yeah.
So that means like you'd end up wasting just a lot of material and time, like crafting a whole crate's worth of one of those things. So I don't know. But anyway, I mean, I think we're doing good.
Well, we got it up to the water. We got the water power in as well. So we sort of tapping that off a bit as well.
Yeah, I mean, we did all the things that I was hoping to achieve today.
Yeah. It's just going to be working through the research, getting into the next tier and stuff like that. But that will be the next episode. So, obviously, thank you to Tim for joining me.
Welcome.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. If the devs do see this, please comment and let us know why we can't remove things and why, you know, why certain things are the way they are. That would be really nice to know. So, you can support the channel, links are in the description, and me and Tim will see you next time. So, until then,
Later.
goodbye for now.